Hey guys, it's ExandShadow. So yeah, I saw the Thor movie. Yay! Now I should say right off the bat that although I am a Marvel guy, not a DC guy, I do not actually know that much about Thor. My only exposure to Thor is the Avengers cartoon that's showing right now. Avengers World's Greatest Heroes or something like that. It's a good show actually, but the movie. Yeah, Thor the movie. It was a good movie. Now, I actually, one of the things you hear a lot about Thor is that it's aimed towards a younger audience. You know, the tone isn't so dark and dreary. You know, kind of like, it's not so Dark Knight, if you will. And I actually think that this is a very, very good idea. I like superheroes. You know, superhero movies can be serious. That's totally fine. But when you go to Dark Knight levels of, you know, just dark, gritty, grrr, grrr, you know, that's sort of ridiculous, don't you think? When you've got a magic space Viking with a magic hammer, you know, do you really need it to be that serious? Why can't you just embrace the goofiness of it? That's why I kind of like Marvel more than DC. They tend to embrace their more sillier nature without, you know, without going overboard. You know, it's got a good mix. But anyway, Thor the movie. Basic plot summary is that way back when Odin defeated the frost giants, you know, yay for Odin. And he while he was fighting the frost giants, he found a little baby, and that is Loki. So he takes Loki in as his own. He has his own son named Thor, and so Thor is about to take the throne, and then Loki says, "Wait, I'm better than Thor. He no get thrown, I get thrown." And so Loki messes that up. Thor does some Thor being a rash, kind of a jackass actually. He starts some fights. Odin realizes, hey, you're kind of a dick. You shouldn't really be king. So he banishes him to Midgard, which is, you know, our world, Earth. And there he meets Jane Foster and learns, well, not to be a dick. It's a pretty basic story of, you know, self-growth, yada yada yada, but you know what? It works for a superhero movie. You've got a villain that's relatable to an extent. You know, being a younger brother myself, you know, every younger brother or sister is jealous of their older sister because, you know, everybody loves them the most, especially when you're a middle child like me. But yeah, at least I could relate to Loki to an extent. You know, he's a conniving dick, but, you know, you can relate to him for a second. You can relate to him, I should say. But yeah, the movie was good. There are some really good action scenes that were fun to watch. You know, lots of pretty lights, colors, and sounds. The effects were good, actually. Especially when stuff was in Asgard, which is Thor's realm. That's when it looked the best because you could tell that it was effects, but it actually looked sort of real. I think they actually used models to some extent instead of entirely CG, and that might have something to do with it. But yeah, the Asgard scenes looked really good. The parts where the special effects weren't so good were when they tried to put it into the real world. Just because it's the real world, you can tell a little bit more easily when stuff is CG and when stuff is not. So that sort of detracted from the experience a little bit, but not to the extent where, you know, you couldn't just enjoy the action scene. But yeah, it was a good movie. When it comes to acting, you know, you don't want a superhero movie for acting, but the acting was on a whole good. You know, you can relate to all of the performances, and they were enjoyable enough. However, there were a lot of occasions where, especially Thor and Loki would like scream like "Why!" and those were a little bit silly. But other than that, the acting on a whole was good. You know, not Casablanca or Citizen Kane, but it doesn't have to be. It's a superhero movie, and yeah. So would I recommend this movie? Yes, it's a good movie. Is it the best superhero movie ever made? No, but is it an enjoyable one? Yeah, yes, it is. So go watch it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. It was a good movie, so you should go watch it. Yeah. This is starting to peter out. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later, I guess, then. Bye!